Hello guys, this is your boy Abdullah Sharif, and what we're gonna do today is since we have collected all our resources, let's actually go through what matters. So, let me close down that tab and we'll open our resources. So, what we have collected is the syllabus, and both for general aptitude and for the main paper, and we also have the question paper pattern. Now, how cool is that? Apart from that, we have the two question papers for the last year. So here is what I am planning to do. Let us first take a look at the paper pattern. So in February, either on 7th, 8th, 14th or 15th, you are going to be sitting down in an institute with a computer in front of you and more students sitting down, and you are being monitored and you have to write an exam. Now this exam is going to be 3 hours, and you, if you are watching this by now, know that you are going to write data science and AI paper, and you will have only these three types of questions, and you will be tested on these abilities, and the distribution will be like that. And you know that if you do a wrong answer in an MCQ, which means you have four options and you select a wrong option, then you will have minus 1 by 3 or minus 2 by 3 depending on the questions mark, whether it's a 1 mark or a 2 mark question. There is no negative marking for MSQ or NAT, and there is no partial marking in MSQ, which means if there are four options, you have to select two of them. You selected one correct and one wrong, you are not going to get partial mark. But that doesn't matter. What matters is there is no wrong marking. Therefore, we will curate our content strategy based on that. Okay. Um, let's see. Let me see if I can add a box here and say attempt all MSQ or NAT questions. Right, so this is going to be a strategy tip. Let's, yeah. Okay, good. Now let's see this. So for DA, 15 marks, 85 marks, and total time is 180 minutes. That's very nice. So now, hey, this document is over. So the only thing we understood from this document is that we must attempt all MSQ or NAT type questions. Very good. I like this. So this document is over. Now let's look at what's remaining. Let's take a look at the syllabus for general aptitude for 15 marks. Basic English grammar, tenses, articles, adjectives, prepositions, conjunctions. Hey, I have no clue. Maybe I have a clue and I don't remember, and that's fine. Basic vocabulary, idioms like kick the bucket, and phrases in context. Reading and comprehension and narrative sequencing. Okay, this is in verbal aptitude. Quantitative aptitude. So they'll give you charts and they'll ask you to interpret those charts. Numerical computation. Oh no, ratios, percentages, powers, exponents, logarithms, PNC, and series mensuration and geometry, elementary statistics, and probability. Good. Analytical aptitude. Logic, deduction, and inductive logic. Analogies, numerical relations and reasoning. And the beautiful spatial aptitude, transformation of shapes, cutting, folding, patterns in 2D, 3D, translation, scaling, mirroring, assembling, and grouping, paper folding. Okay, good. So this is general aptitude. We can go through all of these topics one by one in our given time. So if you think about it, we have 5 solid months: September, October, November, December, January. So every month has an approximate of 30 days. So therefore we have 5 into 30, that is equal to 150 days. Now we can split what to do every day, but I think what will be amazing is if we can spend some time every day trying to cover as much ground as we can. Okay, good. And we will just leave the rest. Let's see. Now in DA syllabus, ooh, the beautiful one page. This one page, guys, is everything you need to know to go an ace gate. Okay, let's see. Probability and statistics. Counting. Probabilities, basic axioms. Sample space, events, independent events, mutually exclusive events. Marginal, conditional, and joint probability. Bayes. Conditional, expectation, and variance. Mean, median, mode, standard deviation, correlation, covariance, random variables, discrete random variables, probability mass functions, uniform, Bernoulli distribution. So these are all distributions and random variables. Chi-squared, normal, standard normal, cumulative, CDF, conditional PDF, central limit theorem, confidence interval, and the tests of hypotheses, z-test, t-test, and chi-squared test. Good. These are all important basics for data science, guys. Anyways, if you are going to study data science, these are going to be very, very important. Okay, linear algebra, vector space, subspace. Okay, linear dependence and independence of vectors. Okay, matrix, projection matrix, orthogonal matrix, idempotent matrix, partition matrix, and their properties, quadratic forms, systems of linear equations and solutions. Good. Gaussian elimination, what's that? Eigenvalues, eigenvectors, determinant, rank, nullity, these all come under matrices. Projections, LU decomposition. What's LU decomposition? And SVD. Okay, this is linear algebra, guys. Okay, calculus and optimization. Functions of a single variable, limit, continuity, and differentiability. Taylor series, oh no, Taylor series. Okay, maxima and minima, optimization involving a single variable. So this is calculus and optimization, this topic, very interesting. Then we have programming and data structures, guys. Nice. Python, basic, stack, queue, linked list, tree, hash table, and then search algorithms, linear search, binary search, basic sorting, selection, bubble, insertion, haha, okay, divide and conquer, merge sort, quick sort, introduction to graph theory, basic graph traversals, and shortest path. Good, like Dijkstra's and so on. Database management and warehousing, model, relational algebra, tuple calculus. So this is relational algebra according to DBMS stuff, tuple calculus, SQL, normal forms, integrity constraints, what's that? File organization, indexing, data types in database management, data transformation. So how do you normalize something, discretize something, how do you sample, compress, data warehouse modeling, schema for multi-dimensional data models, concept hierarchies, measures, categorization and computations. Good. And then we have machine learning, supervised, so you have regression and classification, simple, multiple, ridge, lasso, logistic, KNN, naive Bayes, linear discriminant analysis, LDA, support vector machine, decision trees, bias variance trade-off, cross validation methods such as leave one out, k-fold, multi-layer perceptron. Ooh, this goes into neural networks, feed forward neural network. Nice. Then you have unsupervised learning like clustering, k-means, k-medoid. This is not the same as KNN. Hierarchical clustering, top down, bottom up, single linkage, multiple linkage. Ooh, what's that? Dimensionality reduction. I think here you have, Clara, and if I remember correctly, and PCA. Good. And at last we have our beautiful AI, searching, informed search, uninformed search, adversarial search, which comes under min max, etc. Then logic, propositional and predicate logic, reasoning under uncertainty topics, conditional independence representation, exact inference through variable elimination, and approximate inference of something through sampling. Good. So if you take a look at this entire document, you see it is probability and statistics, linear algebra, calculus and optimization, programming data structures, DBMS, ML, and a bunch of AI logic. Guys, very nice. Good stuff. So if you take a count, so in this there are around 40 topics. So I'm going to assume here there are also another 35. So I'll make it 75. And here I'll make it another 25. So that'll be 100. And this will be another 45, 60. So around 160 to 170 topics in this. And here we have around like 50 topics. So there are 210 topics, guys. If we have 150 days, like ideally speaking, even if we cover one topic every day, which is super easy because some topics are just too easy, I think we can do this. So that's there. We have gone through most of it, and here is how I want to use the question papers and answer keys. I want DA 2025 to be an unseen paper. I don't want us to go through DA 2025 paper because it was very recent. What I want to do is go through DA 2024 paper, try to sit and solve the questions in that. Now, I don't know which one was easier or harder. I have no metric as of now. And I don't know whether IISc preparing it or IIT Roorkee preparing it will be closer to IIT Guwahati's consortium preparing it. I don't know who's preparing the paper, as in, I'm definitely sure it's a panel of people setting the paper. So, the strategy is going to be keep one paper so that towards the end of our preparation, we will write it like a GATE exam. And try to keep one more paper to begin with. So we will look at the paper, we will try to solve it with our knowledge that we have, and we will try to map each topic to the questions. Now, when you do this, what you will find out is what kind of questions are they asking. Guys, end of the day, GATE is a very nice, beautiful exam. I think we can ace it if we understand it enough and put enough effort. So, that's been ABD for you. I hope we can ace GATE exam and actually come maybe in the top 100. That would be super cool. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.